Come and get your, come and get your. We like your extras. I know I do too, but I'm chilling today, y'all. I'm tired a little bit. I'm chilling. I like being extra for y'all. I like being extra for y'all. Shoot, I ate pretty good yesterday, but I didn't get to enjoy my food. I was talking to my mom earlier. I didn't really get to enjoy my food like I would normally enjoy my food. She said, girl, probably because you've been on that diet. She said your taste buds probably just done changed. So I see people asking what day is the class, what time is the class. Go to the website. It's all in the description of the master class. Every question you probably have is in the description. But yeah, she was like, girl, probably because you've been on that doggone diet. I was like, because they know I love Thanksgiving, honey. And when I say yesterday I ain't eat like I would normally eat, I did not. And it could be because Miss Deborah been having me, honey. She has not been playing at all. But I mean, I lost 11 pounds so far, so all is well. I'm gonna lose the last little 10, 15, and call it a day. Gonna get it out the way, honey, because I said, baby, listen, those greens. Now the green beans, now the greens were good too, but I really enjoy those green beans for some reason. I told him that was the best to me were the green beans. But I was like, I need to be healthy, honey. I need to be healthy. I need to be able to do everything I need to do in the name of the Lord without being tired. So I had to go on and get serious about it. Can't be carrying no extra. I said I'm gonna do what I need to do. I need to get with Miss Deborah. Yes, Miss Deborah ain't no joke. She's not. And then she trains me. We would work out, and she ain't no joke. Flaxseed is great. It is. So you can go to Miss Deborah Bid Fitness. She's on Instagram. Go on over there. Go to her website. Go check her out because she is the truth. I took the master class in February 2020. I knew nothing. I will net 6 figures this year. Do it. Every question you have will be answered. Come on through. See the HPA students, some of them up right now. Somebody said don't lose nothing in the booty. Now y'all know when you lose weight everywhere. I'm doing 5K every 3 months and weight drops off. Come on to the 5K. What's your love language? My top love language is physical touch. That's my top love language. What is yours? Did you take the love language test to see? Did you do the 5 love language little quiz? So my top one is touch. And my least one, which was I think 5%, was gifts. I said it makes a lot of sense. Now I like gifts. That's nice. Yay, right? We're gonna smile about it. However, it doesn't, like, I'm not, you can't never, I don't know, you couldn't buy me. That's what I would say. You wouldn't be able to buy me. Some people can be bought. Some people, you get them a little gift, a little change, they go crazy. They don't know how to act. And, to each his own. But as for me, nope. Ooh. Let me tell y'all, y'all buying. Y'all taking advantage of this Black Friday sale because I'm looking at these labels. Some of y'all buying 3 and 4 bundles. Y'all not playing. Y'all say, 50% off? Bet. Y'all said 50%? Bet. Let me show her what I'm going to do with 50% off. Somebody said, because you make your own coin. I mean, maybe that is it. I've never just sat down to think about it, but maybe that is it. Maybe because I make my own, like, that don't move me. Little money, little gifts, they don't move me. I buy my own. So I don't know. But, I mean, I took the quiz. It said 5%. It was like 5 or 6% for gifts. I remember I took it about 2-3 years ago. And I was like, sound about right. But physical touch was the top. And the next one, it was physical touch, and then it was physical touch, then it was quality time. So some people don't demand all of that. Some people do. Some people don't care about time. You can just drop them something off at their house and they good. Some people, everybody different. Everybody different. I definitely bought 2 bundles. See, you who I'm talking about, Miss. Who is that, Mrs. Sheridan to you? I think that's what it says. Yeah, you one of them people I'm talking about right now. You one, because I see it. See y'all over here. Y'all did not play. Who y'all didn't play? God dang. Go pack these up. Once I print these, I'm gonna go pack these up, and I'll come back and do some more in a minute. I bought 2 bundles too. I bought 2 bundles also. I can tell. I just bought my cleanser. It's the truth. Isn't that cleanser? It's so gentle on the skin, and it has like a soft scent where it's not too overpowering. That's what I love about it. It's really nice. So shout out to my chemist. Well, I'm our chemist, because man, we always working together and coming up with some stuff that really works for y'all. That is gentle, but also delivers results. So shout out to her. I know I probably drove her crazy the last 2 weeks, y'all, because we've been doing so much. And then I wanted to make sure I had all this product here to be able to ship y'all stuff out fast. So I know she probably is tired of me. I tried not to bother her today or yesterday. It's like, let me give her a break, honey. Let me give her a break. No, she's tired of me. That's a neat little label maker. Yes. Honey, yes. I'm in here working. What is the website to place an order? It's pinned on the live. Thank you for the sale. Y'all are welcome. I didn't do Black Friday last year, but this is 7th Avenue's first Black Friday. It's been cool. And then we're going to do something for Cyber Monday. All of that. All right. Well, I enjoyed y'all. I need to go over here and start. This is the first start right here. Let me go start these right here. It's the first. Get these done first, y'all. I got a lot more to go. I got a whole lot more to go. I'm going to go through these first. And then I'll come back. Do some more. Lauren got her a flight. She's flying in. She called. That's what I told y'all earlier. I didn't know if I talked to her or not. I had to call her back and make sure the conversation was real because I was asleep. Honey, me and Lauren talked about, I think about noon, maybe 11 or noon. Honey, she said she was going to be on the 5 o'clock flight. I said, Lauren, I thought I had the conversation with her, but I had to make sure it was real. I said, Lauren, we got a whole bunch of orders. I said, Lauren, Black Friday looking real crazy. I see y'all. I said, my phone go off every minute. Just orders after orders after orders. When I called her after I woke on up to see if me and her had really talked, she said we did. She said, I'm going to be going to the airport in about an hour and a half, baby. I'm coming. I'll be on the 5 o'clock flight. I said, okay. So, yeah. We not playing. Y'all ain't been playing, so we ain't playing either. Ain't nobody playing. Nobody is playing. My goodness. My goodness. Whew. Let me make this. Okay. I see y'all laughing. I'm for real, honey. They listen. I had to make sure me and her really did talk. We should have talked. I need to make sure she said we did. She was coming on the 5 p.m. flight. I said, praise the Lord. Come on. Come on, baby, because the way I can't, I don't even want to think about it. I just want to work it. I don't even want to think about all the orders it is. Just let me work and get them out. I ordered mine at 4:30 a.m. Eastern time. See, somebody said you and Lauren about to cut up, and it is. Yeah. The class will be 50% off. I'm gonna let it say 50% off all weekend. So, and yes, you can. I saw somebody ask, can you purchase it for someone? Absolutely, you can. So yeah, you can. You can. You can. But anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. Good night. Have a good time. Um, the rest of the night. Good weekend. Good football weekend, I guess, if that's what you're doing. And may the blessing of the Lord follow you always and forever. Okay. And I'll talk to y'all next time. All right. Good night, y'all.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Thank you so much for being here. I hope you had a great day. What's up, Tawanda? Thank you for being here. So Melody was just live. She was live earlier today too. She did like a pop in for a few minutes just to remind you all of the amazing sale. This is definitely Black Friday because 7th Avenue, everything is half off. I placed my order earlier today, and then we just learned, she just said it, half off is going to be all weekend. And then she's doing something for Cyber Monday. So if you can, definitely treat yourself or someone else to some 7th Avenue. And I believe that you will definitely enjoy. And then she also talked about her master class. So it was, she pinned someone saying, they gave a good review about her master class. But I believe that there is a sale with that as well. I just don't want to quote the percentage off because I'm not 100%. So definitely you'd want to go to the masterclass with Melody, I think is the website, to see what that is offering over there. So I hope you all had a fantastic Thanksgiving. I did. Before I went to dinner, I actually went to the movies. Y'all know that's like one of my favorite pastimes. I saw The Hunger Games. If you're into those books, or if you remember like the last Hunger Games with Jennifer Lawrence, that's what I saw yesterday. The newer version of it before I had dinner. So I had a great day. And yeah, definitely check out some 7th Avenue. I definitely feel like you are worth treating yourself, from the lip glosses to the lip scrubs. I actually got some lip scrub and some of the like lip glosses, the kid sticks, because I saw reviews. There were definitely some adults who said that they enjoy them. So I said I was going to get myself some as well. But I will talk with you all later. I know that like when I reported last week about the singer Cassie's lawsuit against Diddy, since then a lot has happened, and I'm sure that you all remember the R&B group Guy with the lead singer Aaron Hall. He has now been mentioned in a lawsuit. It's the plaintiffs are going against him and Diddy, and it is ridiculous. Some of the things that, even old interviews of him where he has talked about, doing things in public, wanting people to watch him. So it's crazy. I'm thinking about doing a video on the latest lawsuits against Diddy and now Aaron Hall from the R&B group Guy. What's up, Tawanda? Thanks again for being here. I'm ready to try the body care items. Yes, I think this is prime time to do it. It's half off. Definitely treat yourself, Tawanda. You definitely deserve it. Everyone, we all work so hard. You cannot beat half off. This is like prime time to treat yourself. Definitely do it. I always feel like Black Friday is the time where you can indulge and, get yourself some stuff. I know it's all about giving, it's a season of giving, but definitely treat yourself as well, because a lot of times, a lot of the money that you earn, you are being responsible with it. You're paying bills or you're saving it. Treat yourself for sure. And that's what I think of 7th Avenue. I think of like pampering and opulence and just treating yourself, making yourself feel very, very nice. That's what I think when I think of 7th Avenue. So I believe that you should definitely take advantage of the half off sale and treat yourself 100%. Now, what did you all think about Mrs. Santa, her new music video? I thought it was so sexy. I thought that it was so sexy and steamy. I love that, there's a gentleman in the video and they are acting. They had great chemistry. I love seeing the physical affection. I think that it's a sexy record. There is nothing like a sexy Christmas song. Oh my gosh, if you watch some of my other videos about her new single, Mrs. Santa, I talked about, Toni Braxton's version of the Christmas song, how sexy it is. Mrs. Santa definitely gives those vibes as well. So definitely check that out. And if you weren't able to check out the video on nubiantv.net, I'm sure you've watched it right here on YouTube. If you type in Melody Cherie, Mrs. Santa, the video will pop up. Definitely check out the video. You want to do that. It is definitely hot, okay? So I am going to let you all enjoy the rest of the night. Thanks again for kicking it with me and checking out Melody's live. Loved it. And the chemistry between her and the guy was super hot. I agree. He definitely made it easy, right? I'm sure he made it easy for Melody to get into that role. And yeah, I felt like they had amazing chemistry. I imagine that she handpicked him and she did an awesome job. So I really enjoyed that video. Now, my personal favorite song by Melody Cherie is Down. I love that record. I play that record often when I'm doing like if it's at night and I'm doing like a playlist of like ballads. Like I love like Whitney Houston and like some of Chris Brown's slower records. And like, I'm all across the board with my slow songs, 702. And then I got some Melody Cherie in the playlist. Down is my favorite Melody Cherie song. And then after this, I would have to say would be Mrs. Santa. And then after that would be Cloud Nine. And I love the lyrics from Side Chick of the Year Award. I like how she's like rapping on that record, but I love the lyrics. I like how it's written. But yeah, Down is my favorite Melody Cherie song. I know Little Buddy is somewhere punching the air and throwing brooches. You know it. You know he is losing his ish. Okay. But Little Buddy, you need to learn how to separate reality from fantasy. That was what you call acting in a music video. But even if it wasn't acting, she's no longer connected as his spouse. She owes him nothing. She owes Little Buddy no explanation, no answers to anything. He's just going to have to take a pill and chill, okay? So I'm so excited over Mrs. Santa. I love that song. And that's definitely smart, to have a Christmas record. Now she's got a record that whenever people pull out their holiday music, they create a playlist on YouTube or whatever streaming devices they have for their music. They are going to add Mrs. Santa to the mix. So that will always be a record that will be on rotation every year. I think that it is fabulous. I also think some babies are going to get conceived to Mrs. Santa. So then it's got sentimental value, okay? So yeah, that is a record that people will always hear. So Tawanda's favorite is Cloud Nine, then Down, and Never Really Cared. And now Mrs. Santa. All right. I love Down. And I love the video. I remember DMing Melody when I saw the video and her underwater scenes. I was like, Melody, this video, when you're underwater, it reminds me of Aaliyah, Rock the Boat, so Aaliyah is one of my favorite entertainers, period. So that was like a nice touch to make me think of her. So yeah, I love that song, Down. All right. Well, Tawanda, I thank you for engaging with me in the chat, love. You definitely made it fun. I am going to enjoy the rest of my night. If anything else pops off, I will definitely make a video or go live. You all let me know in the comments. Let me know, like Tawanda did, your favorite Melody Cherie songs. What's your top favorite that you play all the time? And what did you think about the Mrs. Santa record? Did you catch Sugar Mama's voice in the beginning? Yes, I did. That was so cute. And you know what? I'm glad that you asked that because it made me think of when Whitney Houston put Bobby Christina on the record. My love is your love and my love is your love. Yes, it is. Bobby Christina is like in the beginning of that record saying, "Sing, mommy." So when I heard Sugar Mama's voice, I was like, oh my gosh. That's like when Whitney put her kid on her record. I thought that was so cute. But yes, that is a steamy song and a steamy video to match. I love it. Oh, and it looks like she kicked it with her brother for Thanksgiving. It looks like it's always a party over there. Exactly. It was super cute. Yes, it was. Such a good touch. And I can tell her and her producer, they have good chemistry because he really did his thing on Mrs. Santa. Down is my favorite. Okay, Coach Sydney. Just like me, yes. I really love Mrs. Santa. Word. I love that record. And they just really did their thing on the video. I'm surprised the cheater didn't try to prevent Melody from putting her children on her records. He's so selfish. Well, you know what, Donna D? That's a good point. Oh my gosh. I'm sure his bird brain did not think to ask the judge, and let me make sure she don't put the kids on no records. You would have to be a creative. You would have to be a very creative person to think that far. So he ain't never thought that she would put the kids' voices on a record. He may try some now, but he definitely didn't think about it prior to hearing the song. Line dancing all night. I know that's right. Like the ballroom dancing. Like what if Mrs. Santa is the record that's in like the Detroit clubs where people are ballroom dancing? In Chicago, they step, you never know. But it's definitely a sexy record. Yeah, he definitely Martell don't have the capacity to think, and let me make sure she don't put the kids' voices on a record. He might now only because he's heard her creativity, but he didn't think about it prior. Yes. What did y'all think about the guy in the video? I just thought that was so dope. And it was like he was coming home, and then they just had to get to each other. I thought it was lovely. Kudos to Melody Cherie. Check. Okay. That was awesome. And y'all definitely, if you haven't already, definitely get you some 7th Avenue. She might have some competition. And I feel like these Christmas records, I think that's a bag. That is a repetitive bag. Music, they're already getting residual income from the streams, and if their music gets sampled, if it gets played in commercials, movies, musical artists get that money. But like Christmas records, that's gonna always play. Like Mariah's All I Want for Christmas Is You, that's gotta be her most profitable record. And it has been since the 90s when she made the record. I watched a short on YouTube today where Mariah is saying, all I want for Christmas is my 19th #1, and it is a holiday record. Because see, like those songs, even like Donny Hathaway, This Christmas, it's been remade how many times? Like his family, they have to still be cashing checks off that Donny Hathaway record. And then even Nat King Cole's estate with the Christmas song, oh my gosh. So then you make you a Christmas record, that's money forever, to quote Cardi B. Love me some chocolate. Yes, he was very handsome. Yes, indeed. I thought the man was so fine. Hello. Ooh, Melody should go live with him. A major upgrade from Little Buddy. You know it. He lost his ish when he watched that video. I was listening to Howard University's radio station, and they were playing Christmas songs all morning. It would be nice if Melody's song made the rotation. I'm sure that it will, absolutely, because that would be money, and that would be emerging into a totally different genre, because there are people out there, we all know people who are down with buying Christmas songs. I remember asking that question in one of my videos recently, like, are you into Christmas music? I know I am. So I think it was very smart to make a Christmas record as well, because that will always be something that people will pull out for people who love Mrs. Santa every year. That's going to be one of their records that they put in their playlist. So that was very smart of her. Yeah, so we just have to see. And then, of course, the show will be back on. If you watch Bell Collective, I think that's on now. I'll watch it in the morning. And I think we're maybe even just halfway through the second half of season 6. They haven't even gone to Houston yet. I think we're right there for them to go, and that's going to be popping. Then there will be the reunion. So I assume Love and Mayor Chunksville will take us through the rest of this year. You know how some actors meet each other in movies and fall in love? Maybe the same holds true for music videos. Oh, honey, I'm sure, okay? I used to always think like Shamar Moore, because it was rumored that they always wanted to pair him up with either Halle Berry or Toni Braxton, and he was in a Toni Braxton video. I was like, I'm sure females got to fall for him when you act with him. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but definitely like Boris Kojo and his wife, they met on the set of Soul Food, the show. Y'all remember after the movie came out, which was produced by Babyface's ex-wife Tracy Edmonds, they then got a deal with the cable channel Showtime to do the show Soul Food. And that is where Boris Kojo, and I believe her name is Nicole Ari Parker, that is where they met and fell in love. And of course, we know Goldie Hawn and Kevin Russell are together. They were in a hilarious movie. It would come on cable when I was a kid. It was called Overboard. That was Kevin Russell in Overboard, I think. And I believe that's where they met and fell in love. Yeah, I'm sure there's people who have met on the sets of music videos. Leela Roshan, she was in Harlem Nights. She met her husband. He was directing music videos back then, Antoine Fuqua, and they met on the set of a music video. So there you go, Donna D. Your theory has been proven to be correct. Dang, somebody should have asked her that question in the live. Huh. Melody, please go live again soon. so I could ask that question. That would be like, please talk to us about the guy in the video. And can you get him to go live with you? Yes, it has. Indeed. They have been together a long time. I think they are a true blue couple and family. Y'all remember when they came out because they do fundraising for when the child has, I don't want to mispronounce it, spina bovida? And it has something to do with like when a woman is pregnant, sometimes the baby can get it then, and I believe it causes some sort of developmental issue. Please don't quote me, but I remember when Boris and Nicole talked about it on Entertainment Tonight, and she couldn't finish. She couldn't finish describing everything with the child. She was crying, and Boris had to finish for her. I just never forgot about that. But they are a true blue family. There you put it in the chat for me. Thank you, Donna D. Kurt Russell. Who did I say? Did I say Curtis Russell? I don't even know who that is. I meant Kurt Russell. That would be nice, them going live together. Absolutely. Yeah, that right there. That is what Nicole and Boris was saying one of their kids has, I believe their daughter. And like they fundraise for it. Also, Nicole Ari Parker has a business. I've gotten, like when we first were in the pandemic in the spring of 2020, she was making like the face mask, the cloth ones. So I ordered like a few of them from her, and it's called Gym Wrap, like GYM and then wrap. And she does like the sports headbands, of course, the face mask. She does like if you needed to like put your hair up like in hair ties, stuff like that. That's Nicole Ari Parker's business. So that is nice. So Nene, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I want to show y'all Nene Leaks's IG stories because she is over in Abu Dhabi. And she is that where she is somewhere in the Middle East, but it's not. I'm just gonna go play her stories because at first I was wondering, is everything okay with Portia? But let me first go to Nene Leaks. Let's see here. And then I want to show you all some things with her stories. That is 7:02. That must be Lamisha's post. I'm going to have to go back to that. Okay. So I'm going to play with you all. Where am my IG is acting crazy because I'm like streaming. No. Okay. I'm going to try not to click anything. There we go. So let me go back and play this for y'all. Gonna mute my mic.
No shade, honey, but listen, we just became friends again, child. We about to wear this ball. Come on, form and focus. Well, okay. Well, now that was your practice shot.
Oh God! I thought I was able to.
I can't. All right.
Just keep looking at the ball. Woo! Hold on 1 second. Hi.
All right, now.
I'm in Abu Dhabi with the Dubai
All right,
couple.
there you go.
Oh my God! Look how gorgeous.
Welcome to Abu Dhabi.
Oh, there goes Cynthia Bailey. Hi.
Okay, so I paused it. So Nene is in the Middle East. She's in Abu Dhabi. Cynthia Bailey is with her. A lady named Lisa Milan, if you watch The Real Housewives of Dubai. And did y'all notice Simon Guobadia, Portia's husband, is all the way in Abu Dhabi?
Hold on 1 second.
So, right here. So I thought that was interesting. Number one, he's all the way on the other side of the world without his wife. And we hadn't really seen like a lot of Simon and Portia on their Instagram lately. So I was wondering, like, is everything okay? So I was asking some of my friends in a chat, but allegedly he's just over there doing something and he's supposed to be back in time for his anniversary with Portia. I think they've been married for a year now. So that year went by very fast, but I was just like, what is going on? But he's all the way in the Middle East and he's schnoozing with Nene. And you may have heard the rumors that allegedly Nene will be back for the next season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Allegedly on Twitter, one of the Bravo Twitter pages is following Nene suddenly. So it's looking like they're going to be, she may be on the show again. And what do y'all think about that? Boris and Nicole are such a beautiful couple. It would be nice if they could be like an Ossie Davis and Ruby Dee couple and appear in multiple movies together. That would be very nice. Yes, I was double checking that it was Abu Dhabi. I could have swore that I heard her say that when I saw her stories earlier, and she did say that. Is that rumor true? That yes, that's what I've been hearing, that rumor too, that she's returning. That would be great because the show sure does need it. My goodness. So Nene and Cynthia may appear. You know what? I don't think they're filming this for the Real Housewives of Dubai. I think they're just over there for something else. And I'm guessing Nene wanted to kick it with Lisa Milan because Lisa was at BravoCon fronting on Sheree, saying that she was wearing like fake designer clothing. So Nene probably wanted to snooze with Lisa Milan because she went for Sheree. And then, did y'all see where Megan Thee Stallion said that her favorite housewife is Kenya? It is so cool. Because I'm like, is she trying to manifest and save the show? Let me go to, it would be easier if I just, maybe she say, I don't know if Meg saved it. I have to go to my DMs. So this is my Show Style and Spirit DM where I send myself stuff to post on my Instagram. And if you watch The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, today is Kathy Hilton's 44th wedding anniversary. And you know, her daughter, Paris, just had another baby. So she almost had the baby on her parents' anniversary, which I thought was nice. So let's listen to Meg give some commentary on the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Kenya Moore. Kenya is my favorite housewife. And I think she an Aquarius. And she be having everybody fucking mad because she just a bad bitch. And I love Kenya. That might be problematic for some of y'all, but Kenya is the baddest bitch. Kenya. And they need to bring Portia back. Bring Portia back. Bring Portia back. But anything Aquarius, I'm signing. I'm co-signing it. I'm signing with it. All right, anyways. Somebody said no way, bitch. Twirl. 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 I'm gone with the wind, bitch. You hoes can't stand it. I'm gone with the wind. Wait. Megan Moore. I'm gone with the wind. Shit, I didn't mean to play it. Somebody said, who was your favorite housewife? Kenya Moore. Kenya.
Oh, whoops. That's not music. Let me like.
Love, love, love.
Okay, y'all. So I follow so many different locticians. So, but they were having the music playing while they were like retwisting someone's hair. But so I had to cut that off really quick. But yeah, Meg Thee Stallion, her favorite housewife is Kenya, and she said to bring Portia back. I was like, that wasn't too off. That wasn't off at all. Yes, Kurt Russell, slip of the tongue. So I really stopped watching Bravo because they allowed Kim Zolciak back on the show before they allowed Nene back on. I may go back to it if Nene gets back on. Yes, and you know what? That was another rumor too that Kim may be back. But my whole thing is she better give us the real about all these like issues with paying their bills and her and Croy losing the house. If she's willing to share all of that, you know, I might be okay with her coming back, but that was a very creative natural hairstyle you showed briefly. I can go back to it. I'll just keep it muted. Oh yeah, it is. Let me click on it so that it'll play, you know, being wrote. Okay, let me go to this actual page. So I will go back and pull that up. I follow lots of locticians from all over. So my Instagram for my personal page is pretty curated. towards, you know, like the lock community. I just can't play the music. YouTube will have a fit. So it looks like they're doing, I won't say like barrels maybe, but it's going to the side. It's beautiful. Now she has micro locks. I have traditional locks. They are like small, but they're not micro locks. But yeah, that is a beautiful style. Let me like read, let's see if there's, okay. So who loves a fresh retie and style? Oh, gorgeous. So with micro locks, for those who don't know, like they get reties, which I believe is like interlocking, and they have a grid. So yeah, okay, so like, wow, that is beautiful. I'm glad you mentioned that in the chat so I could pull it back up. Thanks a lot, Donna D. Avia, thank you for being here. I purchased 2 of each for my amazing daughters. Thanks, Mel, and to our chemist. Absolutely. What's up, Annette? Thank you so much for being here. Yes, I had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you did also. Yes, the style is gorgeous. I'm going to look back at this page to see what else they got here. So this is someone who's getting micro locks installed for the first time. So you see like the grid, you see, and they do it in sections. This is what she's done so far, Bantu knots. I believe when they do micro lock installs, they do it over a weekend. I think it's like several hours on a Friday, several hours on a Saturday, finish it up on a Sunday, I think, or like a couple of days. And then this is, you know, the grid. It's very neat. And this girl has, you know, nice thick hair. So I know it's going to come out beautiful. Do any of you have locks or thinking about locking your hair? Or do you wear like a natural fro? Or do you just press your hair? I did the silk press for years. Here's some purple, purple micro locks. She's had several shades of purple. That's dope. Prince would love that. And this is a person with long micro locks. So they've been locked a while. It's gorgeous. And let me come back to the chat so I can see what y'all are talking about. Okay, so I'm caught up on the comments. Yes, I can look at locks forever. I must say, like in between while I'm working, if I check Instagram, I love to like check people's IG stories. And although I don't have micro locks or sister locks, I still follow people who have micro locks because they're still in the lock community. Now this person has like ombre hair color. It is gorgeous. I remember looking at this the other day. So it's like a honey blonde and a red. And she's been locked a long time. Look how long her locks are. But I love the convenience of it all. And so I know y'all have heard about all these extra. I talked about this as soon as it was like closer after Melody ended her live. All the updates with Diddy and now Aaron Hall from the R&B group Guy. So I wonder, y'all, I can play an old clip of Aaron Hall from Guy. He's talking very disturbingly. YouTube, they may even email me and have a problem with it if I play it. But in case y'all have not heard this, I'm going to go ahead and play it. So let me go to the neighborhood talk. I hope like they don't have a problem with this. But it's important. It gives context to how some men are. I don't want to go past it. Okay, just give me 1 second. Here it is. Oh gosh. Okay, y'all. So I'm going to mute my mic. This is Aaron Hall from Guy. He's going to be talking about being intimate with people, what he likes, and yeah. Then you all let me know in the chat what you think about this. I'm going to mute my mic. Here we go.
To like Denzel Washington to whoever. Everybody know me.
Yeah.
So everybody know if I say it, I'm gonna fuck it to death. I like the fucking public, you feel me?
Yeah.
So niggas can't say nothing about it. Them square ass niggas, them precious cake little dick niggas.
Yeah.
I like for them niggas to see how I fuck. Like if you speak to Jodeci or Puffy or any of them niggas, they been at my house. They all see me fuck. They all know I'm a big nigga.
Yeah.
If a bitch touch my dick and she say my dick is small, then she's a lying bitch. The thing is, a whole lot of niggas write about taking girls out to shop, taking girls to fly to Dubai and all that shit. Bitch, close your eyes, we anywhere. You feel me? And my whole thing is this. My whole thing is this is that
talk about it.
If you can handle my dick and you can make me still be Aaron Hall without fucking rabbing out your mouth, then I'll take you anywhere. Other than that shit, you back home, bitch. Niggas out there from Jamie Foxx to like Denzel Washington to
Okay, so that was a lot. So what did you all think about that interview? That is from, obviously it's in recent years, but it's not like a recent interview like in recent weeks. But what did you all think about that? It resurfaced in amidst the recent lawsuit against him and Diddy from two young ladies who said that they were violated, allegedly, according to the lawsuit. So that was to give context, just to what he likes to do and what he thinks about, he ain't into whining and dining or taking you to Dubai. And you better not say he got a small, you know what, when the clown comes back to bite. I know. What's up, Relly? Thank you so much for being here. So I watched that today and I was just like, oh my gosh. First of all, I can't ever recall seeing an interview with Aaron Hall from Guy. I was like in elementary school. I was like a little girl when Guy's music was out and it was popping. But him producing like the New Jack Swing era from the early 90s, I'm still like a kid, but it sounds good. Like the kids, we would dance to it. So that's how I know Guy. All of the adults in my life, they were playing their music and they were popping. So I know them, but I don't recall ever seeing an interview with Aaron Hall. So to finally see him in an interview and he talks so trifling, I'm like, oh my gosh. And then this lawsuit comes up, and see, if y'all are wondering where all of these lawsuits are coming from, there is a New York state law that has allowed women or any victim of any type of SA, they can file lawsuits. Today was the last day, I believe. And then that time for you to file expired, regardless of like the statute of limitations. So that's why all of these suits are being filed out of New York because of this New York state law. I believe it's called the Survivors Act. So women are totally getting their strength together and calling these ninjas out. I'll catch the playback, but walking into this, woo child, I know, girl. You know what? We done already talked about Real Housewives because there's the rumor about Nene coming back. She's in Abu Dhabi right now with Cynthia and Portia's husband, Simon, but there was no sign of Portia. And then, because Portia was just the other day at Toya, like Tiny and Toya, she had a Friendsgiving the other night and Portia was there. So Portia was in Atlanta and Simon is in the Middle East. And then we were talking about like natural hair care, some styles. And then now we were talking about Aaron Hall and Diddy. It's just a mess. It's such a shame that so many talented people are so emotionally disturbed and toxic. You better say that again, okay? It's such a shame that so many talented people are so emotionally disturbed and toxic. And it's like, it seems like it's been going on for generations. I don't think Portia will be too far away from Simon for too long. I know, that's why I was super duper shocked that she would let him go all the way to the Middle East and she's in Atlanta. First of all, I hadn't seen a lot of their posts because, you know, usually there's always something and it's the two of them. And then so it was like I hadn't really seen her post. And then to see him on Nene's IG and they're in the Middle East, I'm like, okay. And Cynthia Bailey is over there too. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Like, and there's something, it must make them feel powerful, I guess. But if you're a celebrity, why do you have to take it? You already got groupies. Why do you have to like intoxicate them allegedly and just force them to do stuff? It's just it's way too much. Yes, because Portia is definitely codependent. Yeah, okay, did any of y'all read Portia's book? I did not get the book, but I would watch like Make It Make Sense and House of the Princess. They bought Portia's book and they would do commentary on it. And like I did buy Britney Spears' book. I definitely enjoyed it. I made a video about it. But anyway, with Portia's book, you know, people would talk about, and Bondi Blue gave commentary on it as well. They would talk about Portia's strange, the way she would view God. Like whenever she would talk about having a romantic relationship, it was God blessing her. It was like she equated like God showing his love for her if he sent her somebody to date or to be with. That was some commentary that I got when I just listened to a few different people comment on her book that seemed to be like almost like a common thread, if you will, sort of kind of. That was what I gathered. And then, you know, one of the content creators said, you know, basically she's really just been trying to just be a housewife and a stay-at-home mom. That was what they gathered was like her ultimate goal. And I think that something happened where she realized with Dennis, it just wasn't going to work. I don't think that it was like she was simply comparing like the bottom line, like Simon had a bigger bottom line than Dennis. I don't think it was that specifically. I think that Dennis was giving Portia some sort of pushback that she does not get with Simon. I can't really put my finger on it. Y'all know I've known Dennis since kindergarten. He and I, we went to the same elementary and middle school together. And then for high school, I went to the same high school as Kenya Moore in downtown Detroit. But Dennis, his mom bought a home in the suburbs and she took Dennis out of Detroit public schools and into suburban schools. And so he's a U of M graduate, University of Michigan. But I've known Dennis and his mom since kindergarten. So I kind of feel like there was something that Portia couldn't control about Dennis, just from what I could see. And so that's when she was like, you know, well, forget this. And she abandoned that relationship and just started cultivating her relationship with Simon. And Simon just kind of let her just swoop in. Now, remember, I'll never forget, all the bloggers were saying Portia broke the internet. Portia broke the internet. It was spring of, I think it was just 2021. It was spring of 2021 when Portia posted, Simon and I are in love. We've only been dating for 1 month. That was what she said. And then there's a huge blogger who actually debunked that and went through her Instagram, very detailed, went back for several months, being able to go back to like the summer or early fall of 2020. She showed like vacation resort spots on Portia's Instagram from several months back. Like they had to have been kicking it longer than just this 1 month. She was trying to get us to believe that it was like love at first sight and it happened so swiftly. And I was just like, huh? But it was crazy. I did not see that post coming from anywhere. Yes, that's how I read her book too, but that's how I learned she's so codependent. Yeah, exactly. Your comment made me think of her book. she morphs into whatever man she's with. Okay, now let's talk about it. So when Portia was with the football player Cordell, she was like a young deaconess in training, like, going to church. She would wear the long skirts, long dresses. She's planning all of these affairs that were like galas, no twerking, no nothing. Then he puts her out at the start of season 6. He done filed for divorce. He put her out. According to her, she found out on Twitter. Then, after the divorce, she started seeing a football player that was younger than her. And then everything changed. Like changed. Okay. And then she was twerking and pulling Kenya off the couch and everything once she was no longer up under Cordell. And then I feel like when she was with Dennis, she could be herself. And, he didn't mind the reality TV show. I believe Cordell did mind. And he was like, oh, no, I'm done with this. But I don't think Dennis cared. And so he was more of like her speed. And then I don't think Simon cares either. I think Simon definitely likes the attention. He would love for her to be on the show. But I think Portia wanted to give her marriage a sincere chance. So, she hasn't been on the show. Also, Relly, I played, Meg the Stallion. She was like live the other night and somebody asked her, who is your favorite housewife? She was like, it's Kenya Moore. And they need to bring Portia back. I see that Portia's book is on Audible, The Pursuit of Portia, How I Grew Into My Power and Purpose. I think I might get it since I have some Audible credits. Well, let me know what you think. I heard like in the actual paper book, there's like sentence fragments, allegedly, not me. This is what other folks were saying. Wasn't complete sentences all the time, but definitely the audio, it probably will flow better because it's Portia. Dennis was a cheater. He cheated while she was pregnant, right? That's what Portia said. I remember she said, while I was growing our child, he was out cheating. I can see that Dennis seems to not be the monogamous relationship type, but he appears to be a cool dude. Yeah, he is. And he's definitely smart. I have to say that. And his mom, she was always hardworking. And like at parent teacher conference, it would just be like the 4 of us, me and mama and Dennis and his mom. She definitely cared. She wore like a short haircut. She'd be in her scrubs. Yeah, but I've known them for a very long time. Yep, the fake church lady. I know, girl, but that was all for Cordell. The true Portia is who she was after her first divorce. I totally agree. Fallon, that's right. Fallon Pena's behavior after her relationship with Simon ended kind of validated Portia and Simon's relationship. Yeah, so that was a trip because when she was interviewed by Up and Adam, there were women, more seasoned women, they were looking at Fallon, they were like, she's pregnant. I could not tell. Now, I've never been pregnant. I don't have any kids. So I was like, dang, how can they just look at her? Fallon was wearing this white suit. She was looking like she was going to present an award at one of the award shows at the Soul Train or Grammys or something. And her hair was up in an updo. And they were like, that girl is pregnant. I was like, how can they tell? And oh my gosh, she had to announce it. She was pregnant. So when she came out as pregnant, I was like, so there is some truth to what Simon was saying about Fallon running around on him allegedly. And they obviously were both messing around on each other. So I definitely don't think it was all just like Simon just dumped her all of a sudden. Because Simon used to go live on Instagram. You would have thought he was one of the legit housewives, the way he was running his mouth. And he was like, and I'm not taking care of her anymore financially. And, we're got the ball rolling. He was just so talkative. Since he's been married to Portia, he don't run his mouth as much. He don't go live as much because Portia, she ain't playing that. She ain't having that. But I definitely think that there was some some little shady business going on marriage-wise on both ends for sure. And then we all know that her and Jalen have broken up as well. I think, like, just in my opinion, I think once Fallon is done, she done. I don't think she really get too deep into it emotionally. I know on Portia's show, Portia's Family Matters, Dennis was like the star of the show. He was funny. Yeah. It's not a lie. There are sentence errors. Oh my gosh. That's what the content creators were saying. They were saying that at times it was a difficult read because of the sentence fragments. I was like, oh my gosh. So at least we know she didn't hire a ghostwriter. It was definitely her. He wasn't. I don't think Portia liked that. She prefers to be the star. Oh, yes. And you know what's interesting on Peacock? So, like, if I were to show you Peacock, I can pull up Candy and the Gang, Candy's spinoff. Portia's spinoff, you cannot find. They won't even show that Jerry Springer spinoff. Because that's all it was Jerry Springer. When she grabbed the boom mic and was trying to hit Dennis with it, I said, Lord, have mercy. What have we gotten ourselves into? Portia should have liked Dennis's behavior because it helped with the ratings. But I don't think so. And then he must have asked production for that last scene of that last episode. Do y'all remember? It was when he asked her to meet with him at a restaurant. And he was saying, we need to talk because you want me to pay you child support, plus I pay for the daycare. And he was saying, we don't talk about all the times you just randomly bring her to me. I don't mind, but you bring her in the middle of the night so you can get up and go. And I don't say anything. I don't complain. And in my opinion, it just looked like Portia really did not want to film that scene with Dennis. But I think that the producers like Dennis as well. And I just had a feeling that he requested that scene and he got it. And Portia didn't like it, but it did film and it did air. And then allegedly it had gotten out that Portia had texted her cousins and her staff asking them, what do y'all remember? She texted them and said, like, don't tweet or give any, like, don't elaborate on anything that appears in this episode. It was the fighting episode. I want to say she texted them and said, like, don't say anything, don't explain any scenes, she was definitely trying to control the narrative and keep everything mum's the word. But production, I always felt like they had gotten wind that Portia was trying to control her narrative on that spinoff, and they would not allow her to. Portia, okay, here we are. Portia was still in love with Dennis, so she was trying to make him miserable, and she failed. Yeah. And at that time, I definitely felt like she still had feelings for Dennis as well. But then eventually something shifted. And she's, trying to do this whole thing with Simon. Now, I was wondering, was she going to spit out another baby with Simon? But it doesn't look like it. I don't know. The producers showed a lot of scenes. I don't think Portia wanted them to. She should have required more control over what could and could not be shown. You know what, Donna D? I think that the last part of your comment, I think that that's a fantasy that people have, the reality TV stars have, them wanting to control the narrative. I think that's fantasy. That's in their heads. I don't think they're able to negotiate that. I think that what allegedly Marceau and Tisha Scott have, I think they've got the unicorn. I think Santa Claus exists for them, but I don't think that's the norm in reality TV. Like, because even Monique, I have a feeling Monique Samuel, she wanted that type of control over Love and Marriage DC season 2. And when she didn't get it, she backed out. But I don't think that's like the norm, because if that was the norm, it would have never, what Phaedra did to Candy season 9 on Roa, that would have never gotten out. When like people don't pay their tax liens, like with last name Fields, Kim Fields, when she was on Roa and the blogs picked that up. I mean, nothing would leak out if the reality TV stars had so much control. I think that it's fantasy what they would want, but I don't think that happens a lot of times. I guess they would have to be a Tyler Perry and produce and star in their shows. Yeah, it would definitely have to be on a scripted level, not reality TV. I do believe she's a hopeless romantic and she thought Dennis was her last stop. It didn't work. So now, in my opinion, I believe she's trying to make the family she wanted with him. Yeah. That's a great way to describe Portia, as a hopeless romantic. And then eventually you learn that relationships is not going to be all lovey-dovey. It is going to be like some days, I imagine, where you don't feel like it. And I'm sure that was the reality that Dennis gave her. You know, Dennis also, he wanted to live in Atlanta. He had been living in Atlanta. She wanted him to sell his condo, move out to Duluth, which sounds like it's an hour at least outside of Atlanta. And he was saying, you know, my businesses are in Atlanta. It's not really conducive after I get out I leave my businesses to drive an hour each day. You know, why can't we also keep property in Atlanta? And I think that, you know, Portia really wanted to kind of run the situation. And I think that Dennis just gave her a lot of pushback. I'm glad Portia is able to bounce back after failed relationships. I hope Simon is her last, if he is truly a good guy. It's hard to read Simon. Like, I don't know, when everything was going down with him and Fallon, I just kind of felt like he ran his mouth too much. To me, it was kind of like embarrassing. You're trying to make her look like a slut, a cheater. And then when the girl popped up pregnant, I said, well, damn, he wasn't lying totally. But I didn't like how he was trying to jump ahead and make Fallon look like she's just out here running around on him. Exactly. There are monotonous days, and those are the days you have to put forth effort if you want the relationship to work, both parties. Absolutely. And for some reason, it was like, I guess with Dennis, it looked too imperfect. She wanted something to look more perfect. Because Dennis said on the spinoff, he told the therapist, you know, after she had the baby, we were both crying. We both had postpartum. And it just sounded like that's not what Portia wanted. I think Portia would have agreed to have 2 residences if Dennis wasn't a cheater. That's, you know what? And I keep forgetting that major point that he did cheat. Yes, Simon was whoring around too. It wasn't just Fallon. I know. That's what I can tell. But he wanted to try and trick us otherwise. Now, I want to go back through the neighborhood talk just to see if there's anything else. So this is when Meg said that oh no, this is not when she was talking about Kenya. It says Meg said she's done being a freak and she's stingy with her cootie cat now. I'm turning over a new leaf. Some of the stories of the neighborhood talk are hilarious. Okay, yep, Paris had her new baby London, congrats. Okay. I'm mad at Slim Thug because he was out here trying to make sense of what Diddy was doing. Oh my gosh, that's Dolly Parton and some Daisy Dukes. Well, you go, girl. Did y'all hear about Halle Bailey and how the drama at the nail salon? And her boyfriend was trying to tell people to give the nail salon bad reviews. I don't think that's cool at all. And then Halle was trying to say, everybody chill. I just went to another salon. But that was like earlier this week. Yes, so, well, let me come back to the comments. Okay, I'm caught up there. Well, I will look for some more news. If anything pops off, I will definitely come back and make a video. I have a feeling, oh, here they are in Abu Dhabi. I definitely think there could be some truth to the rumors that Nene is coming back. So Oh, they look so nice with their hijabs on. Yes, indeed. So thank you y'all for kicking it with me. I'm gonna have to retitle this video. Just out here jumping in at the wrong time per usual. I know that's like, it just don't seem like a match, but sometimes people they like kind of like bad boys. What happened to Hallie? I'm gonna look for her video on it because it got it got really, really deep. So let me see if I can find it. I probably gotta really scroll down because it was a couple days ago. It was before Thanksgiving. Oh yeah, and Jamie Foxx, he caught a lawsuit too. Now some people, they're like, dang, not Jamie. Nobody wants to believe it. They're like, well, I just gotta wait and see. So it was okay, here it is. So I'm gonna play the video, y'all, and I'm gonna get some water while the nail salon lady played. She's gonna talk about how she be showing up late, and then there was some drama at this one appointment. So I'm gonna mute my mic. Here we go.
And then me and the lady start going back and forth because after all, I've been a loyal customer and everything, and you're mad about 9 minutes, and she keeps going at me. And so I don't know if you guys know, but if you go to these it's a Russian manicure place. So their English is good, but they're like kind of really how do I explain it? They're really direct. So sometimes some of the things that they say comes off like it's being rude, just because their tone of voice. But other times I would just not really take it that seriously. But this girl, she was literally, she walked over to my chair and is arguing with me about this. So at this point, I'm really upset, and we're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then Chloe walks in and she's like, I'm so sorry, but you're gonna have to be canceled. And I said, you know what? In the middle of my toes being taken off, I'm like, you know what? It's okay. We will just take our business elsewhere. And I get up, my feet still wet, my hands still all powdery, and I'm like, it's okay. No worries. Because I'm not gonna let you tell me that my sister can't get her nails done. So I'm starting to get upset. And then me and the lady start going back and forth because after all, I've been a loyal customer and everything, and you're mad about 9 minutes, and she keeps going at me. And so I don't know if you guys know, but if you go to these it's a Russian manicure place. So their English is good, but they're kind of really how do I explain it? They're really direct. So sometimes some of the things that they say comes off like it's being rude, just because their tone of voice. But other times I would just not really take it that seriously. But this girl, she was literally, she walked over to my chair and is arguing with me about this. So at this point, I'm really upset, and we're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then Chloe walks in and she's like, I'm so sorry, but you're gonna have to be canceled. And I said, you know what? In the middle of my toes being taken off, I'm like, you know what? It's okay. We will just take our business elsewhere. And I get up, my feet still wet, my hands still all powdery, and I'm like, it's okay. No worries. Because I'm not gonna let you tell me that my sister can't get her nails done. So I'm starting to get upset. And then me and the lady start going back and forth because after all, I've been a loyal customer and everything, and you're mad about 9 minutes, and she keeps going at me. And so I don't know if you guys know, but if you go to these it's a Russian manicure place. So their English is good, but they're kind of really how do I explain it? They're really direct. So sometimes some of the things that they say comes off like it's nails done. No. No. So I got up, and we both got up out of there. And I said, you know what? God bless you. Have a wonderful day. I didn't get attitude as Aries as I could. Chloe said I was still really nice. But I just told her that is unacceptable and rude because I've been a loyal customer. So that really disappointed me. I got so upset, I started crying. Chloe was laughing at me and was like, Allie, it's okay, it's okay. But I got really upset because that's not how you treat people, especially people who bring you customers and are consistent with going there. So I'm never going there again. Am I wrong for thinking that they should at least give me the benefit of the doubt, especially since I was already there and no one was in there? Am I tripping? I know, you have to be on time for appointments and stuff, but if you have a loyal customer, that is just not the way, being rude is not the way to go about it, to me. Y'all let me know if I'm tripping, though, but I don't think I was. Chloe told me I wasn't. So we just ended up going to another place that was close by that was great. They were wonderful, and I love the way they did my nails. Here, my nails done? No. No.
Layla, and I am owner of the Perfect Nail Salon. Today we had an accident. We had a call, and client who was loyal, and she was a couple times already at our salon, and she was totally happy. That's why she was coming back, and she offered to so many her friends to our place. And we know that people, like, it's not random people came and they said from who they coming from, which is thank you so much. We trying to be the best at the market. Anyways, she made appointment today at 3 p.m. for her and her sister. Later, she called me back and she said, like, unfortunately, they can't be on time, and she wanted to reschedule 30 minutes late, which I said, I'm sorry, we are fully booked today, and we can't take you Layla, and I am owner of the Perfect Nail Salon. Today we had an accident. If you're gonna be 30 minutes late. Then she said, okay. She came 15 minutes late, which is normal. And I said, yes, 10, 15 minutes, you can be late, but not more. Like, she came 15 minutes. We started doing her manicure because she had mani and pedicure same like services. Then we switched her to pedicure, and then I asked, where's your sister? Because it was already 20 minutes. And I said, like, unfortunately, it's already long time, so we can't take her because we have next appointment in 40 minutes. And she said, no, she's already coming and she's parking. At the end of the day, she was late 35 minutes. And of course, like I said, like, I'm really sorry. Like, I know you are a loyal client. It's not your first time you coming, but if you're gonna be 30 minutes late. Then she said, okay. She came 15 minutes late, which is normal. And I said, yes, 10, 15 minutes, you can be late. People texting bad reviews. They comment on all my Instagrams. They commenting very bad stuff. Like, I'm really scared. And just because you're famous, where's the how to say that? Like I'm really scared. People texting bad reviews. They comment on all my Instagrams. They commenting very bad stuff. Like, I'm really scared.
So that is the story. The lady is used to Hallie coming a little late. So when one day she wanted to also have Chloe come in, Chloe, according to the lady, was 50 minutes late, and Hallie felt like the lady was rude. She felt like her tone was harsh. But then her boyfriend was trying to say leave bad reviews and they're racist. Like, that is, to Relly's point, this is how you can end up so easy in a lawsuit. Like, don't do that part either, dude. You know, like, I'm sure the lady ends up with people being late all the time or no shows altogether. So this ain't nothing new for the salon owner. But if she's refusing, like, for somebody to be 50 minutes late, just get up and go to, like, and that's exactly what Hallie did. She went up and went to the next hair salon. But her boyfriend, he was doing the most. This lady is pregnant and you're causing her distress. No way, no. Hallie's pregnant too. So DDG should really let Hallie talk and stay out of it. I totally agree. I bet the nail technician was not talking as courteously as she showed on the video. I'm sure she was rude and ignorant. I don't think Hallie would have broken down and cried if she talked nice to her. And she may have had like a strong tone about it. Perhaps she had been fed up at Hallie always coming late. She said, it was normal for her to come like 15 minutes late. And then she said her sister wanted to come, and then it was going to be 35 minutes late, and then it was 50 minutes late. But I think, like, to tell people to leave the bad reviews, I'm like, please don't say that, DDG. No, she has not admitted to being pregnant. But at this point, I mean, who cares? This is not 16 and pregnant. She's not on that MTV show. People are really doing the most. The girl just did a successful Disney film. I don't think she's broke. I think she'll be okay. I don't know why people have been tripping on whether, and I'm not saying you're tripping, Donna D. I'm just saying like people obsessing over whether or not she is pregnant. I'm like, she's an adult and she's a working adult who she will be able to take care of the child. Now, as far as who the daddy go, I don't get. I don't feel like that's a match, but it's, to me, it's clear she's pregnant. That girl is pregnant, admit it or not. I know a pregnant face when I see one, and a pregnant body, okay? Like the video that's been out, oh my gosh. But she will not admit it. But it's, I don't even care at this point. I'm like, she's an adult. She's got some money saved up, I know, so it is okay. Now, y'all, I haven't made any more reviews of Married to Medicine because the reception was really low, but Married to Medicine is giving, okay? It is giving. It is so flipping good. And oh my gosh, Quad showed up at the girls' wasn't the bridal shower, it was like a bachelorette party. And Sweet Tea, Dr. G's new wife, had a breakdown because she had to switch venues because of the weather. It was going to be like on a rooftop. Now it has to be like in a normal facility. And her expenses went up $14,000 and she had a breakdown. I wish I could play, because see, Bravo don't play that. With Love and Marriage Huntsville, OWN will let you play clips, but Bravo, you cannot play clips even if it is from Instagram. Bravo will totally shut down this live forever. But Married to Medicine is bananas, and it is so good. And I'm okay with it if she's trying to maintain her privacy. It's her right, absolutely. And it's I'm like, this is not a teenage pregnancy. I do think when people give bad customer service, it's okay to report that. There should be consequences for businesses who take their clients for granted. See, I'm not 100% convinced it was just her getting bad customer service. Like, I think it was, they didn't react. They didn't like the fact that they were being told, no, they couldn't take Chloe because, she was, allegedly 50 minutes late. So, I don't think it was just 100% the lady was rude. I think she was trying to exercise her right of being able to refuse service. And then that was when the boyfriend said, they're racist and let's do bad reviews. And he posted it like to his social media following. And I think that that's the part that gets a little dangerous. There should always be a plan B for outdoor events. No need to break down. Honey, Sweet Tea broke down. If you are watching Married to Medicine, you know that Quad is divorced from the psychiatrist, Dr. G. He has met a new young lady. She's over 20 years younger. Letitia, her family calls her Sweet Tea. And they have now $14,000 additional in expenses. And she is flipping out. She flipped out at her bachelorette party. Then Quad walked in. This is no cap. Letitia was more calm when Quad walked in than when she learned about the $14,000 extra for the wedding. But I agree, it was a mutual disagreement. Yeah, I think both ends kind of acted up. So let's go back to see if there are any more videos. That was the biggest thing this week, though. All of the SA lawsuits and Hallie and the nail salon. Oh my gosh, do y'all know about all the drama with Frontier, that airline that is for crazy people? Let me not say that. That's just my opinion. But Frontier, this airline, I would walk before, look, okay, let me just shut up. I'm gonna mute my mic and I'm just gonna play this video. Okay, here we go.
Why the fuck do you guys keep playing? Stop watching me! You have no idea I'm this rich! I've been looking at
Ladies and gentlemen, I need everyone to please take your seats now, please. Only people that should be up are the people that are working with the passengers in the back. Everyone, please take your seats.
There's a real devil that wants to kill each and every one of y'all, including your family members. That's not her. She's possessed and she needs help. And I'm sorry to say it like that, but I'm telling you right now, Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. And there's nobody that's going to come to the God, the Father, without Jesus Christ. And I'm telling you right now, the spirit of peace is the only thing y'all need. To trust him. In the name of Jesus, I command the spirit of peace. And as anybody knows, who doesn't have a relationship with Jesus Christ? Everybody say, I don't care. I'm only telling y'all this because all hell is about to break loose and y'all getting the evidence of it. Stop. Get out. Everybody can get out. Everybody can somebody can. Hell, you want to get to your destination, man. Ain't nobody scared. Let her go. Let her go. Nobody playing with you, girl. You crazy? Me, come on. I'll be crazy right along with you. You doing all that crying?
We need to get her off so we can get back to ride. Come on, let's go, baby. Let's go.
Okay, y'all. So that was insane. Okay, so there was the lady with the brown bob. She was having a meltdown. And they were already in the air. So really saying her anxiety would have been through the roof. I would have been in tears. Like, I would have been beyond anxious. They were in the air when this lady started tripping. Then you have the minister. She said, you know, that she got a devil. I hate to say it like that, but and you need Jesus. And is there anybody here? And then you can hear somebody singing gospel music, like, or singing you like a hymn or something. Then you had another lady who they sent her over the edge. She said, I can act crazy right along with you. They are in the air. They were on their way to Denver, Colorado. They had to divert the plane. They had to go to Dallas so that police could come on the plane and remove her. There was another crazy frontier video too. This lady, she had to use the restroom, and I don't know why she couldn't use the restroom on the plane, but she actually tried to go right in the aisleway. And when I tell you the people on the plane started cursing her out, it was ridiculous. I was like, what in the world? I'm going to try and see if I can find that one. I think that that's been since the video that I just showed you. So it should be like up. But yeah, Married to Medicine, it is giving. And Bell Collective is pretty good too. I haven't made a video just yet. But I don't see the Frontier video. Oh my gosh, not Dwight Howard with a message on lusting with the eyes and flesh. Oh my gosh, you need to be quiet. Okay, y'all. Well, I guess that is good. Are y'all watching Bell Collective? Let me know. I'm going to go back to y'all's comments in just a second. Okay, so this is like all of the SA lawsuits and Tiana Taylor's divorce. Okay. Oh, Fetty Wap. Isn't Fetty Wap locked up? I think so. Oh my gosh, Blueface's mama. I don't even want to think about what she is talking about. Okay. I think we are like caught up. Yeah, 50 Cent is going to do a Surviving Diddy movie, allegedly. And yeah. Oh, and Beyonce's movie comes out next weekend. I will definitely be there. I cannot wait. Okay. Yes, the Neighborhood Talk. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talk, the source for a lot of news. Okay. All right. Well, I guess I will wrap this up then. This was a lot of fun. I'm going to retitle the video because we did kind of like a potpourri of topics. So you watch Bell Collective? Yes. So, okay. I'll make a video probably this weekend because I'll watch it in the morning. Yes, and I'm over Letitia Marie and Essie and her White Diamonds. I know, that's right. Yeah, the gang up. So they're doing a gang up on Latrice this second half. It's really mean. You could tell that when Letitia, I could probably play some of their clips. When Letitia was like going off on Latrice, when Latrice came to her office, you could tell Latrice didn't see it coming. It made her very emotional, but she was trying to hold back. And I think it hurt Latrice's feelings. I think that she thought that her and Letitia were cool. So she's, Letitia's in on the gang up. And Tambra, has had her baby. Have y'all seen the baby yet? I shared it on my Show Style and Spirit IG stories, but I can go to like OWN. Let's see here. Is it just like OWN? And then I think that's where this is. Because they have clips, and OWN doesn't trip like Bravo. If you play their clips, they see the value in the promotion, duh. But Bravo does not like that. So let's see. Oh, it's just like pictures, stills. But they're just ganging up on Latrice. Stormy was on Bell Collective, but in the last week's episode, she didn't really say anything. She was just there for Latrice's mom's retirement party. Okay, here's a clip.
Some interview you did, and On this interview, they asked you something about, well, what's up with Tisha and Glenn? And you were like, look, I don't care about any of what they got going on because at the end of the day, they are my co-workers. I don't care what they have going on. I'm worried about me. But I'm like, wait a minute. I'm just a co-worker. Hold on. I'm very like bothered about all of this. I felt like I was more than just a co-worker. You know what I'm saying?
You are
So
more
I
than
was
just
like,
a co-worker.
you know, I mean, I feel like now I don't went against a loyal friend for a co-worker. I'm done defending Latrice. It has caused way too much friction between me and Marie. Stop making this about you.
I'm not making
Yes,
it
you
about
are.
where's
Why
my
you just
apology
can't
at?
say, what am I apologizing for?
And you told me publicly that this girl didn't know DP.
That's what she told me.
Okay, no, but you went to bat for this girl. Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah,
I believe her. I had the biggest fight with Marie because I had Latrice's back. Only for Latrice to call me a coworker, got it. Essie pulls up a clip of some interview you did. And on this interview, they asked you something about.
So that is Letitia trying to do this gang up on Latrice, but that's why Latrice came clean to Tambra and said, you know, we were verbally told, she said that Letitia called her. So there is no text receipt, but she said that Letitia called her and said, we're going to start a group text minus Aikisha and blame it on Tambra. So of course, we know that Letitia is going to try and say that Latrice is lying, but hopefully there is some sort of receipt to back it up. Or maybe one of the ladies will tell the truth. We know that Marie will back up Letitia. I don't know. So Gucci kind of comes off like she is into being in cliques. So I think that she would back up Letitia as well. So this was for Tambra. And there's video too. It was awesome. Aww. I love the balloon arch. It's gorgeous. Okay, so I'm gonna go to her her Instagram so you all can see the baby. She's gorgeous. Things like Tambra Cherie. Yep, here we go. My MacBook is, when I stream, it moves so slow. Okay. Here it is. I definitely cannot play Monica, Angel of Mine, but this was the baby shower. And there's the baby. I'm so happy for Tambra. 39 fibroids removed, and she was able to have a baby. So that's like a wonder, a miracle from God. So I'm definitely happy. She proved me wrong because I thought her storyline was fake. And, you know, the baby makes it all true. So this is something I'm definitely happy to be wrong about. And congrats to Tambra, 100%. She's so beautiful. Let's see here. Let me go back, make sure I didn't miss out on some comments. They should be rallying around Latrice to support her in an abusive marriage, you would think. I just wish Latrice would have been upfront sooner, but hey, she was protecting her then friend. Yeah, the going along with it, but you know, she was trying to be a loyal friend to Letitia. Latrice evidently went along with the hoax though. Yep, she did. I'm sure if there's no text evidence of the hoax, they will all deny it. They will. I'm sure like they were vicious towards Latrice at the reunion. And I hate that, you know, it was just verbally talked about over the phone. But you know, from what I gathered, Tambra believes what Latrice is saying because she knew that she did not say, let's leave Aikisha out. And then she's going to meet with Aikisha and tell her. So the biggest question is, will Aikisha still side with Letitia just to be in that clique? Or will Aikisha see that, you know, they totally lied? Now, Aikisha and So Gucci are really like sincere friends. So Aikisha may still side with Letitia because she knows that So Gucci and Latrice aren't cool. This video montage, I could not tell that they were there. I know the baby is precious. I'm so happy for her. Yep, so that was that with the baby. Here's an, oh, this is when Latrice tells her.
And that's the thing about Tisha. Like, I feel like I was such a friend to, I did something that I feel like hurt Tambra.
When we all went out to dinner, Tambra said that I will be in a group message with all of us except Aikisha.
Everyone thinks that I'm the messy one. I mean, I may be in the middle of some things, but in this case, I'm tired of covering up for Tisha's lies. Honestly, when Aikisha first joined the collective, Tisha didn't want to be affiliated with her. So she was left out of the group and we were told to blame it on Tambra. Now I'm telling Tambra because anything that bothers me, I have to say something about. And this was weighing down on me. Like the whole situation about the text message. So Tisha called me and she was like, hey, Trees, I'm about to run this play. And the play was, we're going to start a group message and we're going to leave Aikisha out. And we're going to act like Tambra has something against Aikisha. And that's the thing about Tisha. Like, I feel like I was such a friend to, I did something that I feel like hurt Tambra.
When we all went out to dinner, Tambra said that I will be in a group.
Yeah, that's a trip. And then like Letitia, she's slick. She kind of reminds me of Phaedra from Married to Medicine. Dang, I want to play some clips, but Bravo, do not play that. But anyway, Letitia, she kind of slick because she knew to call Latrice and request that shadiness. So there's no text evidence. Aikisha may also get that drama is necessary for the show to succeed and be okay with the hoax. Very good point. Ciao, Mel in the comments. Yeah, Mel from Bell Collective. Yeah, she is hilarious. Yeah.
And that's the thing about Tisha. Like, I feel like I was such a friend to, I did something that I feel like.
I do like Bell Collective though. I enjoy it more than the Real Housewives of Atlanta these days. So it's definitely a good show. And it keeps getting better, which is definitely promising. So this is Melanie. If y'all remember, we've seen her on Bell Collective. She did, when Tambra hosted their Rip the Runway show, she was in it in one of the fashion shows. She was a Miss Atlanta. I remember them saying about her. So she is gorgeous. Let's see.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy, Murphy Williams. Kevin Hart's hardest.
So she has a lot of content on her Instagram. Yeah, and that is it. Are y'all watching Married to Medicine as well? Let me see. Since Latrice says if something is bothering her, she has to say something about it. I wonder what is she saying about her abusive husband? I know Latrice tries to pretend like her marriage is not a problem. I don't know what she thinks she's trying to convince us of, but she thinks she's doing something. That's just how we cannot play the music. YouTube will totally have a problem. Oh, this is Candy. Was this like a customer, or not a customer, but like her employee's Christmas party? Oh, she did a dinner for people who run her Candy fan pages. How nice. Okay. Oh, and she tagged all of them. That's cool. Let's see, what is Kenya talking about? Monique Samuels is like in Mexico with her kids right now. Oh, okay, The Wiz. That is Candy and Todd's play. It's on Broadway. Oh, she took Brooklyn. I bet it is so cool. Let's go to their page. And oh, I can't really, darn. I'll just like look at it this way. The Wiz, B-Way. Let's see. Here it is. Okay. And let's look for some clips from The Wiz. I'm going to keep it muted because I know this is a musical, so I know there's music. Aw, this is making me nostalgic and feel like a kid. Oh, that is so cool. Oh my gosh. Oh, they were on Tamron. Okay. That's awesome.
Wake one morning just to find your courage gone. But just know that feeling only lasts a little while. Stay with me and now shine he's on down the road. Come on, he's on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might be alone. Come on, he's on down the road. He's on down. 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 And please don't you carry nothing that might be alone. Come on, he's on down the road.
Okay. So Tamron was dressed like Diana Ross Dorothy from The Wiz. Because I'm like looking at the lady, I'm like, wow, who is that lady that's playing the main character that's playing the Diana Ross role? And like, I'm like, that's Tamron Hall. That's so funny. But yeah, Candy and Todd, they produce plays. As we all know, they produce, plays that run on Broadway. And their latest project is The Wiz. And so that's why they're doing this heavy promotion. And I cannot wait. Yes, so there were rumors about their marriage. So you're watching Married to Medicine, really? I am too, girl. It's so good. I can't get why Letitia is staying with Glendale. Hopefully it is just for the show. I noticed her flirting with the young salesman at the boot store. Who knows? Now that Letitia, I see how slick she is. Who knows what she is doing? That's nice. Candy is very giving. That's why she receives. Absolutely. It does seem that Candy is pretty generous and charitable. I have to agree. Because I'm like, no telling what she gives her staff. Like, she doesn't even have to spend a lot of money to give to all of her staffers because she's got bedroom candy. She could just gift them that every year. And then a dinner could be at Blaze. She ain't spent nothing. And they can get a quality, thank you. There are now rumors that Candy and Todd's marriage is in jeopardy. I do feel like that is a fake rumor. I did see where that was out. I do think that, whenever they start back filming Roa, that's going to probably be like some sort of storyline. But I don't think so. They seem like they're pretty gelled, kind of tight. Or he's got to stay in there for as long as that prenup allows. Tamron is living her best life on her show. Yeah, she's gorgeous too. So let's see. I just like bit the bullet and just played that music. I'm like, YouTube, they have to like lighten up sometimes. So let's see here. Oh, I remember this was like their opening night in Atlanta. This looks like it's going to be so good. I wish it was more so like a traveling play, but yeah. So performances begin March 29th. Oh, interesting. Okay.
It's back.
Good morning.
So with Married to Medicine, Phaedra has been going live. She's been going live not just with Quad and Heavenly and Jackie, but then she'll go live with Toya and Simone, because they're a clique over there. And it just tickles me because I remember when Simone couldn't even stand Toya. That's like seasons ago. It wouldn't even take long. It would take about 60 seconds and she'd be going off, okay? So let me maybe try like Bravo. Now I'm not gonna play no clips. I'm just gonna like if they have any stills of Married to Medicine. So to see Simone and Toya all clicked up, I know that it's definitely just to have an ally on the show. Because they maybe like people get along. Now, I don't know if y'all watch Salt Lake City. I do. I also watch Beverly Hills. But Salt Lake City, it's pretty good, I have to say. That's a show they're still trying to figure it out. IMC, they got clips on here, honey, but I am not playing them. Are y'all watching Potomac? Potomac is turning into a Nigerian soap opera like the ones on Netflix. Like that's gonna be crazy. Let me know if y'all I know I was just on Married to Medicine. There is so much to talk about with that. You know what? Let me discuss more Married to Medicine before we go to Potomac. Because Potomac is getting wild. It's really getting real wild over there. Now, with Married to Medicine, I really want to see if Dr. G and Letitia make it. He really wants to be a dad. Oh my gosh, can one of y'all pop out a baby for Dr. G? Because I know that's why he got with Letitia. It's pretty much like a business transaction at this point. With Quad, I have to say, shout out to House of Aaron. He said that he feels like Quad was cool with Letitia coming on the show to save her job on Married to Medicine. And that makes a lot of sense. So he's saying it's all cap when she went live on Dr. Heavenly's YouTube channel and said that she felt disrespected. He feels like she was in on it just so she could stay on the show. What do y'all think about House of Aaron's theory? And, I agree with Dr. Heavenly about, she don't want to see her child struggle. There has to be balance. Just don't teach the kid to be materialistic. I know we talked about this a lot, like with the Fletchers and their daughter Lexi's obsession with the luxury cars. But I get why Dr. Heavenly doesn't want to see her daughter struggling because she said, I struggled when I was in college and I had all the student loan debt. Dr. Heavenly gave that example. And then with Simone, I feel like she's trying to be more calm. I don't know if she's been like in therapy or like her husband and sons did an intervention, but these past couple seasons, she's been trying to be more calm and less yelling. I just hope it's like, 100% the real. But she's trying to like be totally different and talk in a really soft voice. And then she and Cecil decided not to write the book. And she said she didn't want to go back down that path. And I thought to myself, fake storyline. The book was a fake storyline. Even Dr. Heavenly said, who writes a book? And then when the season airs, your book still ain't even finished. You can't even promote it. I think it was just a fake storyline. And let me go back out so I can get caught up. I don't want to miss anybody's comments. Tamron did give me thoughts of Diana Ross playing an old Dorothy on The Wiz. I always thought Stephanie Mills or Melba Moore should have played Dorothy when The Wiz, the movie, first came out. Okay. I remember the days when YouTube wasn't so strict, the Illuminati days. I know, girl, y'all have no idea. So like when I made a video about, I titled it The Disrespect of Black Women. And I did it around the time when Funky Dineva was going off on Chloe Bailey, saying that she should never go online without makeup and he don't like her. Like that video, it gets very limited ads because according to YouTube, what I said, makes advertisers uncomfortable. So it's like you can't really advocate for Black women. You're going to pay for it, literally. Heavenly will just say anything about anybody. I'm surprised she hasn't gotten water thrown on her. I no longer watch the Bravo shows, but Dr. Wendy Osefo has her own YouTube channel now. Oh my gosh, Potomac. Okay, so you agree with Aaron? Yeah, I think so too, because, allegedly the producers, they didn't really want to bring Quad back. I think she was cool with it. Who knows? Quad may have come up with this storyline herself. She may have invited Dr. G and Letitia out to dinner and gave them a proposal, an indecent proposal, like the movie, just kidding, but a decent proposal saying, come on this show and we all get paid. And then that's probably how Dr. G financed the wedding, with the money that he made from being on this season of Married to Medicine. I could see Quad feeling disrespected by having Dr. G and his wife on the show. I do believe she can handle the new wife though. Dr. G too. Oh yeah, she showed up at the girls' bachelorette party and Letitia said, come sit next to me. And she did. And then Latoya said, Quad, you should leave. And then it kind of put Letitia on the spot. Letitia said you should leave, and she got up and left. Now, that was definitely a classic reality TV moment. In real life, I feel like the ex-wife and the to-be wife, they would have fought or at least had words. But that was reality TV because it did not go down that way. Let's think about it. Her ex-husband and his new wife are her storyline. Why? They've been divorced for years. It made no sense. Facts. I think she definitely wanted to stay on the show. And I think that she asked them to come on there. I think what Aaron said is absolutely correct. So hopefully Andy will get to the bottom of it at the reunion. But Quad, I feel like she can't really do this for too much longer because, I mean, if anything, Letitia will replace Quad on the show. But I kind of feel like the women, they question her being able to afford that huge house. That's why last season they put out the rumor that she was intimate with her contractor. So they definitely don't see it for her. But I kind of feel like it's a little bit of a class system on Married to Medicine between the women who are doctors and the women who are not doctors. I think whenever the women who are not doctors spend some money, get something, invest in something, I feel like the women who are doctors, they're going to question, where did they get their money from? How did they get their money? Because after all, they are not us. They are not doctors. All right, so now let's get on to Potomac, baby. I'm not even going to play the clip. I don't want to get in trouble with Bravo. And so for those who are not watching Potomac, it is getting deeper than the ocean over there, baby. So there is a new Nigerian woman. Her name is Nneka. I definitely don't want to get this wrong, but there's like tribes and all about the tea. I know y'all are familiar with that blog. They actually ran an article about allegedly Wendy's family. They're from like this cursed group. So Ashley brings it up to Nneka. It was just the two of them. Nneka was explaining to Ashley about this alleged cursed group. Nneka did not say that she felt like Wendy was a part of this group. She was just giving it definition and context. Well, Ashley took it back to Wendy as if Nneka was saying Wendy was cursed. And I said, oh my gosh. And then afterwards, I think Ashley went home, or really she was already at home. It was her housewarming because Donna D, I know you say you don't watch the Bravo shows anymore, but Ashley is dragging her feet on her divorce from Michael Darby. And she has, let me not even say she has bought a house. Michael is on the mortgage with her. So she loves that because she's like, you know, if something were to ever happen, you know, he's basically on the hook to pay as well. So she had a housewarming, and I think she realized, let me not, I don't even want Wendy's smoke. Let me just come clean that I kind of carried that back to her wrong. So she did. But NECA films a scene with Robin saying that allegedly, you know, they know some of the same people, her and Wendy, and that Wendy's mama fell out with some of NECA's people and allegedly was saying that she prays prayers against them. And then Robin Dixon was like, shoot, now I feel like she's been praying against me. It was just hilarious because Robin's reaction, that was a natural reaction. I typically don't see it for Robin, but her reaction to that, she was like, I think that lady be praying against me now. And she was just freaking out. It was like your classic when you hear stuff like that, like, what? And that's when NECA was saying that this lady, she is like, and so Robin was like, was she into voodoo? And NECA was like, something like that. So then next week, well, no, that's this Sunday, we're going to see NECA confront Wendy about these allegations and like the voodoo-ish. Girl, it is going to get crazy. So let me go back and get caught up on the comments. I think Dr. G should have just had a baby with a lifelong friend without kids. That way he could fulfill his life wishes without dragging a poor woman along. And you know what? Dr. G and Quad, they kind of remind me of like when you're dating and then you run your usual questions by them. Well, do you have a goal of getting married? Do you want kids? How many? Are you the type of parent that will whoop your kids? You know, do you want to see your kids get baptized? Blah, blah, blah. And then I feel like, just in my opinion, that perhaps Quad had him thinking that she was down with having kids. And then once she got him, she did not give him the baby. She did not hold up her end of the bargain. I think a good storyline for Quad would be her getting matched by a matchmaker and following along with her dating journey, as well as her new career pursuits. Donna D, that is such a pure and heartwarming storyline goal, but I don't even think that's what a lot of reality TV stars want, because that would be real. And I don't think Quad wants us to see who she's into, and I don't know if she has any new career pursuits, but that would be great if that's what, you know, they could give. I've been thinking about going that route personally. I cannot blame you, because honey, the dating is just horrible. And let me tell y'all something. There are so many, if I wanted to just go days watching documentaries about Black women being unalived, not only could I watch those documentaries, there's so many of them, but I wouldn't have to watch any of them twice. There's tons of them, tons of Black women getting unalived. You can't break up with these dudes. You cannot, they can't even handle being your friend with benefits. You put yourself in danger by dating. You don't even have to do that. You could just be sitting. I've gone through that plenty. You could just be sitting at the bar minding your business. And if you're not interested, I've gone to the bar after work and I'm tired, you know, and then they get mad when you're not talkative. It's not even worth it. There goes Ashley with her mean, nasty ways. And she really, she carried that back to Wendy wrong, and she should not have done that. This is my first season not watching the Bravo shows, but I do remember most of the characters of the shows I watched. Okay, so the recaps are making sense to you. Cool. I think they filmed these scenes after, meaning the backlash, and it makes perfect sense why Wendy's people have been giving her family smoke. Gotcha. And then I want to tie it into like how she said her first season on here that Eddie's family, they don't see it for her. I guess Robin feels like maybe a spell comes. Yeah, that's what she was trying to say. She was trying to say in a joking way. Maybe that's why all of this has gone down. That was hilarious. Maybe Quad wanted babies at first, but when the marriage wasn't going well, she changed her mind. That's a very good possibility. The dating pool, I know, and I'm not going to any. I know that's right, girlfriend. It's so like just ridiculous out here. I'm like, can somebody please talk about the mental health of some of these single dudes? It is ridiculous. But yes, Potomac, oh my gosh, I need Wendy to go live. I definitely need her commentary because it is getting wild over there, child. Beverly Hills is good. I enjoy Beverly Hills. I feel like what's special about that show is like the conversations. I don't know. I just enjoy it. But I did a video on Erica Jane like last week. The dating, oh yeah, I read that. All right, y'all. Well, I guess I'm going to get ready to turn in. And in the morning, like as soon as I wake up, I watch Bell Collective. Just like on Sunday mornings, I watch Love and Mirror Chuntsville. And so I will be kicking it with y'all soon. This was fun, though. I hope y'all had a great night. I'm actually going to now just be somebody's subscriber and just kick it in the chat. And I will talk to y'all soon. Let's see, I used to watch Beverly Hills, OC, and Jersey, but not much these days. So OC, this season was better. They did bring Tamra back, so it wasn't bad. And then Jersey is going to be good because I think there's going to be like a physical altercation. So it's going to be between Jennifer Aiden and one of the newer girls. Yeah. And yeah, Beverly Hills is cool. All right. Well, I have enjoyed y'all so much. Thanks for kicking it with me, and I will talk with y'all soon. Bye.